be up for just walking out onto your balcony there?
Yep. Where are you hiding? Are you droning me or something?
Not quite. Hang on a second here. I just want to get a little nice shot of you there. The lunge.
Where are you? Would you like a didgeridoo performance?
There he is, the man! Woo-hoo. I used to go out every night to a different jam. I just tried to get out as much as possible. And whoever was interesting, on stage, I would just, chat to and just learn stuff. And then, and there was just so much that happened. It's just like, it's all lost in a big blurry soup now, but so many people I was meeting, and So you don't ask me some of these questions.
Yes, I've got some questions for you. These are from Serafina.
Okay.
What drew you to Berlin?
What drew me to Berlin was that I was traveling to play music and explore music, meet musicians, learn specifically about improvising, and in that I really just had a small bag and a small saxophone. I was just moving around the world, and people were just saying, Berlin, you should check out Berlin. And when I got here, it was, how do I leave? We could just move down onto level 1, and there was a stage and an immediate audience, so you could just try out your idea. If I wanted to rest, I could just come here and shut the door. Wouldn't know anything was going on. It was completely peaceful. But on some of the other floors, it was just a constant circus. Each floor had its own culture. So you were kind of like, I feel like it's on level 3, going to level 3. And every floor had its own kind of hang space, communal space, like a lounge area, kitchen area. And so some were good for jams, some were good for table tennis or just lounging. And wherever you went, you would always meet someone worth talking to. And people just came from all over the world, really, because there was about 200 studios here, and there was every kind of artist. And many of those people had friends visiting who were also generally creative, and they literally came from all over the world. So you could just go down for a coffee, you would meet someone you never met before, have a chat, decide to collaborate, or just whatever. It was really like that. Quite amazing, yeah. Yeah, whenever I got home, like if I was getting home at 4 a.m. or something, you get off the bus here and you start walking towards the building, and then you would just hear thump, thump, and there'd be these lights, and it would be like a naked party or a whatever was going on. You could just go in and say hi and then just go to bed or stay or party or whatever. Never miss a trick, do you?
Wow, wow, wow.
Mr. Harry.
Hello, how are you? What are we here for?
Well, now, we're here for Sam's salon, singing salon. Sam is my singing teacher, and he's been teaching me singing for a couple of years, but I've never actually sung solo for anybody except for him. Ooh. So we're here to discover what happens, because I have no idea. Shall we go?
Let's do it.
Come this way. Follow. Do-do-do-do. Oh, maybe we can go around the back. Come, don't be shy. Pretty. The piano, I think you'll get to play later. But it's quite old, so it's a little hard to work with because it's only really predictable when you hit it with some volume. You know, when you want to be a bit more expressive, then it may show up for you or it may not.
Lovely people in a corner, eating cake, delicious cake, yum, yum, yum. You look at Steve, look at his face, look, he's so happy. He's a happy man, full of...
Harry's filming this and playing the piano. So I'm going to sing something when I have found the right place to stand. Something actually which came from a conversation I was having with Harry, and I was telling him about Kriki, who offered to read me a bedtime story. And I don't actually remember the last time anyone offered to read me a bedtime story. So I was like, yeah. And she read this beautiful book over many evenings. And so I was telling Harry, and he was just scribbling on a piece of paper. And this song came out of it. That's what we're going to sing, hopefully. So I've never tried anything like this before. So first time for everything, as we like to say. Words below like clouds in the sky. Some of them land and some of them die. Reborn into another day, evaporate and fall as rain. And who hasn't spent time looking at those clouds, pattern after pattern, having you totally spellbound? Lying with a friend, saying, do you see the lion? A dragon's head. Wait, no, is that a baby crying? Read to me, hold my mind, suspend me in wonder, a place so sublime. No judgment, no labels, just listen with a smile. Read to me in timeless rhyme. So things that I've acquired whilst I've been in Berlin. What's coming to mind, for whatever reason, is actually my cymbals. And I'm not even a drummer. When COVID came and there were no concerts, I thought, what shall I do? And I wanted to work on music, and I've always been unhappy with my time, my timing, my rhythm. And I thought, I'm going to put a drum kit in my studio, and even if all I ever do is walk past it, I am going to be more and more engaging with what is going on in the drumming. I chose really nice cymbals, and how did I do that, you would ask, because I didn't know anything about drums. Mm-hmm. So I just researched and spent a shit ton of money and put good cymbals on the kit. Mm-hmm. And even now, where I play drums almost every day that I'm here, and even if I'm really happy with how I've opened up and how successful I've been with clearing this ignorance that I've struggled with for so long, I rarely actually use the cymbals. Mostly I'm just working with the snare, the hi-hat, and some toms, and I'm not really even playing the cymbals that much yet. It's kind of like magic to me how some people relate to time and how they feel time. It's like water to fish for them. And I taught myself music by listening to classical repertoire and then reading the sheet music and trying to see, where the bit I'm hearing is on the page. And then I was like trying to figure out how to play it. And it was constantly a process of trial and error, because I would play something that didn't match what I expected, and then so in that process I had no focus on time. I think also because I grew up without beat music, we didn't have that. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't in my house. Never happened. You know, like imagine that growing up in the 70s. We had a cello for my brother, a violin for my other brother. We had a recorder for my sister. She played the spinet, and I did various things. So I had a recorder, and then I had a violin, and I had a flute, and then I can't remember what I had, but I didn't like any of them. The only one I wanted to play was the French horn. French horn was like, wow. I mean, I went for French horn because I loved the sound. When that thing spoke in the orchestra, it was like the sun came out, you know?
Yeah.
And I wanted that sound, but what I didn't realize is I wanted the sound, but I didn't want the repertoire. I remember the best fun being when I took the horn out of the box in the hall where we rehearsed. Because then I would warm up the instrument and I could hear it. And then we'd have to sit down, and it was boring after that, you know. Nobody ever told me you don't have to sit down and read the music. You can make up your own music, which is what I would have been doing anyway when I was doing my warm-ups. But that wasn't real music. That was just warming up, you know, in my head. And there wasn't anyone who could say, "Oh, that sounds nice. Here, I'll let me hit the drums while you do that," or you know. In the end, I met Giddy, who became the bass player of Jeans, and we started just meeting regularly. And then we met Nishad, and we were kind of happy like that for a few years. And that's when those albums were made. So satisfying, and so controlled, and so predictable. And there's nothing worse than a blunt knife. When you can just put it against the skin of a tomato, and it just like glides cleanly through without even leaving any juice. You know what I mean? It's just like a dry cut. And you're like, kind of fun to do cooking with the children on the camp. And to take a little time to show them knives and how they work, and to hold it like this between your thumb and forefinger, and you don't let it slip. And you're just holding the edge like that. Then you rest the other edge here, with this hand, with this finger. So it's kind of tight there, And then what you do, you get this part, and you start up here and you slide it down, keeping the tension, and you just center it in between like that. If it's roughly in the middle, it'll vibrate. I remember Iham telling me what it was like when he fled from Syria and had to take the boat to Greece and then come on foot to Germany. And he explained how they journeyed together at night. But he said, if someone ran out of water, you couldn't share yours. You didn't know if you would make it. my climbing boots. Shall I bring them? These are your old school climbing boots.
Wow.
And I'll tell you about them. I like to go up mountains, and back in the 70s and 80s, these were what everybody wore. If you were on a mountain, you were wearing these, or similar. Vibram soles. This stitching you see here is welt stitching, and it's designed that when the sole wears out, you can remove it and stitch another one on. And that's just like one piece of leather sewn in at the back here, but it's just like one piece, and that's got a tongue so it doesn't let water in.
Wow.
And you have to treat them with waterproofing, and they literally last you a lifetime. They're solid leather, and they grow into the shape of your feet and the way that you move your feet.
Wow.
And so everybody used these, and then modern manufacturing came out in the 90s, and they started using synthetic materials and glues. And frankly, yeah, they were cheaper to make and so on, faster to make, but they were really nothing even close to what these are. So I had some problems where I would be up a mountain and the sole would just fall off because the glue was no longer, had dried out or whatever, you know. And you're up a mountain and the soles come off, you know. I've had to sort of tie the sole back on and hobble down off mountains. So I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I want to find some of these old school boots. And I remembered this brand, Galibier, from the 70s, and I'd had a pair and they'd been stolen, and I got another pair they got eaten by a dog. And I went, can I still find these? They're French made. And I was searching on the internet and I found this, you can still get these boots. There's just going to be some old guy there who's made boots his whole life. You try and order them, it won't be available in your size. So you write them an email and you say, oh, can you, and they go, yeah, we can do it for you. I'll mail you when they're ready. And you might be waiting 6 months or something like that. Wow. And then they'll send a little message, yeah, we've got your size now. And you go, oh, you just pay. Yeah. You know, it's like, I think I paid 350 euros for these. Wow. When you think what people are spending on a shoddy pair of factory-made runners with Nike,
80, 90, 100.
I don't know, it's free of it.
Did you feel the need to give it away?
This experience of alignment.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to. I mean, that whole project with jeans was really, and the whole purpose of me being here for 10 years really was to explore whether music could be used to share the feeling of alignment. You know, I was all about music as a language of feelings.
Sure.
So I was like, well, the feelings are here, you know. Can I use music to share those feelings? And if I did, would it help people to find alignment?
Sure.
I was like curious about that. Now I've got a position of, I've been there. So I'm excited. I'm going to myself, well, I've been there. And I was preaching to others how to arrive. I get to practice it on myself. Is it even something I can teach myself, you know? So that's a bit exciting. And of course, yeah, I mean, I've met Kiki. I was deliberately looking for somebody totally outside of my circles. And I approached her with, actually, I'm on the biggest low point in 15 years. And I'm looking for a partner who can walk with me as I, you know, emerge. Is this you? And she was like straight up all the way through and has been like amazing with me. And of course, in return, she also has stuff to clear and we work on it together, you know, so I'm excited about that. It's exciting, also scary, confronting. So the whole move to Mexico, it's like just take whatever it is I am, version X of Steve, put him in an environment where he doesn't speak the language, doesn't know anybody, but he arrives with what he has. What will grow? That's the question. That's quite exciting.
Another feast. What have we got?
Indeed. Look.
Oh, is that a dal?
It is indeed.
Is this a dal?
This is the rice. Carrot salad on the way. Chapati. Crunchy things.
Yeah. Is this a total abomination?
It's a toastal abomination. And then, like so. How to make chapati without too much oil. La 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 la. La 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 la. Oh, my love. Come in. Fine. Don't need to actually do anything. It kind of spoils the fun. So,
But I mean,
you know, if you can do
it's
something like
also
that,
part of the climate, I think, too.
you know, when things go up like this, and then they go down, and then there's this thing where they just go. And I knew I wanted to do more things. I always wanted to learn about South America and Central America.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I met Ricky. She's a teacher.
And how are you?
Still looking for a job.
Yum.
Lovely, by the way.
Thank you.
It's so good, as always. Did you do a cheesecake? Make a cheesecake?
Hey, it's a really good cheesecake. I really like it.
It's called Basque cheesecake.
Hooray! So I get to say some words. Wow. Wow.
That's his rule.
Yeah, no, it's a really nice rule. Thank you. What to say? I mean, everybody says, incredible that you're here. And it's such an easy thing to say. But actually, it is really hard to put into better words how I feel about everyone being here. And it's just a deep honor to have you in this space. And as you probably all know, I'm letting go of this apartment and going to Mexico in July. If you didn't know, now you do. And yeah, it's been 11 years that I've been here. And in this time, so many things have happened in these walls and beyond. And without any doubt, the greatest thing that happened was meeting Gidi and Nishad and being joined by UL later on. But we played together here for 6 years, from 2018 at least to about 2024. We were meeting once a week and just hanging out like we did today, eating some food, having a bit of a chat, playing some music, recording things. And we've released some albums, which Alex has beautifully, Alex over there. Alex Folinari has beautifully mixed for us. And so yeah, this is kind of it. And I guess the loveliest thing was that we could include people. I'm sorry we don't have better seats, but we could include people to share a little bit of what it was we were investigating together. Yeah. So is there anything to add, Gidi?
Yes.
Yes, please. Over to you.
I think it was a remarkable journey of brotherhood, of meeting each other in times when we were high and low, and you needed that. Sometimes high. For me, it was a discovery of masculine fragility and honesty and vulnerability of the beginning 3 men and then like really eating.
One beautiful woman join us.
I mean, it's quite rare, I find, and I'm very blessed and fortunate that we have this for so long, and that we could, it's the friendship and the brotherhood and the trust, which expanded later on with, to a small community, right? And beautiful music. And yeah, it was an arc of beauty, which, like all arcs, moving on to the next one. And just thank you for blessing us with this beauty and for you to host and hold the space for such a journey. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kitty.
Steve, bro, I want to take a moment to say, living with you for 5 years, rock and roll.
Wow.
There were so many ridiculous things, and thank you for all the love.
It's going to make me cry now. But we did lots of crying here in this space. Crying about this and crying about that, laughing about this. And always, the thing I've always loved about it is that every one of us was able just to show up with whatever it is we have. And it's not all about being happy all the time. It's about being honest with where you are. And sometimes there's sadness. And my dear Kriki, my partner, she, who I'll go to Mexico with, she can't make it today because her very best friend, her lifelong friend, is dying of cancer. So Kriki's with her right now, and she's down to her last days. So, and that's terribly sad. And she said, Steve, I couldn't come afterwards. I think I'll be too sad. And I said, well, you should come anyway because, sad is okay. It has its place. And we shouldn't hide from it when it comes to visit. Sometimes it just has to pop up its head and say what needs to be said. And we need to see it, hear it, and know it, accept it. And by so doing, we move into what follows. But if we try to block it or pretend it shouldn't be there or say it's bad or all these things, what we're doing is we're structuring things that prevent us from being ourselves. Isn't good, is it? Shall we be ourselves?
Do you remember this, one of the early sessions we had? We met here, and there was this day that we were all broken-hearted, like each one with his own reason. This was separated from this. This was this disappointment. We just came one day, we were really down. So we talked here and we accepted this melancholy that fell upon us, like that each one of us brought from outside, right? It was one of the most craziest sessions we had musically.
What number was it?
We recorded all the session and we gave numbers and we have a protocol. I think it was the crazy one, 21.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like in prison that you call the prison about the numbers. Hey, 14. We'll see you later. So it's like sessions like that. All right, let's play. Let's play.
I don't actually have a word for this, like someone said synchronicity or something like this. But why isn't there a word for it? And can we invent one? Can we say that there is a word for it? Because is there one? Does anybody know? Alignment. Yeah, right.
It's another story.
Then I should get my didgeridoo. Can I? Is it okay? It's all right. I just want to show you this because this is, for me, there are lots of special things in this room, and this is the most recent thing to come. But I had it a long, long time, and it was just resting in Australia. But I went back at Christmas and I brought it with me. And do people know about didgeridoos here? Yeah. I mean, you know, this is an ancient instrument. These are, I mean, there's didgeridoos and then there's just like things that people make and they call them didgeridoos.
Didgeridoo.
Yeah, thank you. And this is a didgeridoo. And it's a didgeridoo because it was built by an Aboriginal man who went into the forest and read the forest in a way that I could only dream about, and understood that this part of a tree could be taken without harming the tree, you know. He could take this from the tree and help the tree, you know. So it was taken with true connection to Australian bush. And the story of it is that at some point ants called termites decided that they were going to bore through it. And as you know, with wood, you have these concentric circles representing each year of growth. And the termites follow those contours because it's easy for them to eat. So you end up with something which is acoustically very, very correct. You know, its resonances are really in alignment with the way that the wood has grown. So that's what this is. And I just want to say that if you ever have a chance to, you know, go to Australia, I just hope that you will find an opportunity to hear an Aboriginal play these instruments, you know, because the first time I heard it, it literally blew me away. I never had heard anything like it, and I never have heard anything like it since. So it totally and utterly grabbed me, the sound of this thing. And I just wanted to know more about them. And eventually I was lucky enough to get this. And here it is. Wow, I hope I can play it after all that waffle. I think it was like E. Maybe we need to tweak it a little bit. Okay. What's going to happen now, I wonder? Shit, we never tried this.
Can you point it to the bass drum?
Yeah, good idea. Yeah, nice one.
Steve? Remind me, who is Steve?
His name is Steve. Yeah.
Steve? His name is Steve?
Yeah.
Steve. Ah, that's Steve. Steve. You're not going anywhere. You know, you are just taking a trip somewhere, but you're very much with us, and we are with you. And yeah, nothing to say. Thank you for the last years, the last journey, and thank you for the next years as well. And I wanted to tell you, it's nice that you hear it this way. I think it's the first time in this concert today that we actually managed to do this piano bass thing. You remember we were always stuck in the harmony? And today it really worked well when we just play flow, like with flow and with harmony and bass and keyboard. I'm looking at the keyboard, and it's funny that we got it now on the last concert for now. Grow, make a lot of friends because we will come visit. And we want to have a nice concert, and you introduce us to your new friends and introduce us to them, and we expand our community. So you are our ambassador. Don't forget your commitment to your country. Have a beautiful journey, you and Kriki, and grow and flourish, and all the very, very best. Flowers to you. Bye. Love you so much.
Steve, it was such a beautiful and sad evening, but as you said, sad is also allowed. So I'm sad, and I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss this place, and good luck in Mexico, and I'm sure we're going to visit you there. So bye.
Hey Steve, I'm here at the place where it all went down. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I'm really sad that you're going. But I know that it's time for a new journey, and I know you're gonna have a super incredible time, and you're gonna be in my heart for the rest of my life. Obviously, one of the most important people in my life, and I'll forever be grateful and cherish all of our experiences that we've had together, and all the inspiration and the motivation you've given me in life as a musician, as a person. And I'm grateful to have met you. And I'm looking forward to meeting next time and playing some trumpet with the mariachis of Mexico. Have a great one.
So Steve, your story of the mosquitoes will forever stay with me, and through the mosquitoes we will always be connected. We met 2 times, and it was both times very lovely. I wish you all the best in Mexico, and perhaps hasta luego.
Hey Steve, there were so many nice moments here in the greenhouse with you, and also somewhere else. So for me, it's still hard to believe that it's over here. But yeah, I guess all this influence to bring people together will impact people on the other side of the earth maybe as well. And yeah, I wish you the best, I would say.
And it's like a goodbye message. Well, I'll see him again, but this is like, I guess, a conceptual goodbye. So, Steve, it's been a pleasure getting to know you. I'm grateful for all of the awesome time we spent together, especially, all of the things we did together cooking in the kitchen. I think that's something where we brought a lot of joy to ourselves in the talking and in the, all of the beautiful conversations that happened while we were like washing the dal and figuring out how much water to add in the rice and, all of these things. But at the same time, I guess that also brought a joy to a lot of other people who actually ate the food as well. So all these years, I always, when someone asks me like, how do you know how to do that? And I'm like, oh, I got a friend Steve, he showed me. So yeah, I think that's something I feel where I will always cherish and remember. And maybe I'll come find you in Mexico one day and maybe we'll cook again. And I hope our paths cross. And yeah, I wish you a wonderful new life, a new phase, and do keep in touch.
Hi Steve, I hope you can hear me. I wanna tell you what a magical being you are. How grateful I am for the talks that we had. For years and years and years of sharing and learning, and for everything that is to come. I'm so thankful that I met you. And I can't wait all the stories that you have to tell in the next years, and all the things we can learn all together, talking, making music, and it's so hard. I just want to hug you and tell you how much I love you and how much this world is very, 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 very lucky that you exist. And I didn't know, but we are almost the same time in Berlin. And I understand this new chapter, and it's scary, but well done. Thank you for everything you left. I love you.
Yo, Steve. I've only met you a couple of times, but you've impressed me. No, I really enjoyed your energy and the way you speak and kind of hold space for the moment. I really appreciate, and I love this performance. So glad I got to be here, and I wish you all the best, man.
Hi, Steve. Oh my God. I can't believe this moment. We met, I think, 10 years ago. And yeah, it's been quite. I mean, you're one of my longest friends in Berlin. So I wish you all the best for Mexico, and I would like to visit you. Okay, so wait for us.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Hey Steve, we love you.
Mama,
We miss you.
and smile.
We miss you. We love you. Okay, and then have fun in Mexico, and then go. Okay.
No smile, no smile.
Okay, Mexico.
No dose trace action.
Hey Steve, we miss you. We love you. Have fun in Mexico.
My pregnancy on week 33. So far so good. Skin is softer than ever, and I really recommend a diet of chicken nuggets and frozen oven chips. Always have them in the freezer, so when you can't be fucked, you can chuck them in the oven. And what else is good? Look after your teeth, because that baby is pulling calcium straight out your gums, and you really need to look after those gums.
Great. Influencer chat over. My message for Steve.
Hey, Steve. I can't now do the Steve bit. Wait, just wait.
This is all I'm leaving all this in.
Yeah, no, I know. Hey, Steve, and hey, Cricky, even though I've not met you yet. I just wanted to say I had such a nice week with you last week at camp, and yeah, I just wish you all the best for the next chapter of your life together. And I know it's going to be magical and bring you a lot more learning about yourself and the world, and just exciting that you're on to the next chapter.
Hey George! Good luck in Thailand, man.
Good luck in Tajikistan.
It's gonna be so awesome time in Russia. Yeah.
Hi Steve, I wish you the best of the luck in Mexico. Enjoy your time, enjoy the people, enjoy the vibe.
Good luck, congratulations, have an amazing time in Mexico.
The mouth.
We want to know what you were doing.
We want to know what you were doing. Maybe the mouth, yeah.
Steve, what were you doing in 1989?
What were you doing in 1989?
I was standing on the wall in Berlin. No way. Damn right. My mum wasn't doing that. Coolest thing ever.
But with the girls.
Hello, I'm Steve.
Hello Steve, how are you? Man, it was an absolute honour to meet you and have all these years together. I remember at orientation always feeling like I finally found some older men to look up to with you and Kevin, because you're just so graceful and up for learning and having a laugh. And yeah, it was always amazing to play music with you. There's a beautiful video of me and you playing at the lake that Elle took. And yeah, you're just very inspiring, man. I wish you all the best in Mexico, and I really hope I can come over and visit you. And yeah, you reconfirmed that me and some other people are on the right path in life, and I wish you all the best, bro. Lots of love.
Hi, Steve. Mexico City, amazing. Ich bin unglaublich dankbar, dass ich dich kennengelernt habe in Berlin. Komm zurück, zumindest ab und zu. Ich komme nach Mexico City. Ich wünsche dir alles Gute.
Oh! Coming to the end of the film now, finally.
And the beginning of your new experience.
Yes.
As you are perpetually on new experiences, but perhaps this is a more significant new experience. A new chapter, one might say.
Very good. Steve, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure getting to know you the last couple of years. Thank you for inviting me to your house, cooking me lovely food, teaching me loads of things, just being like a brother. Really, yeah, great to spend time and playing music with you and doing camps and all that stuff. So yeah, I just want to wish you and Cricky the best of luck in Mexico.
And I'm really excited for Mexico, that they get to experience you both and that you're channeling your energy in that direction. Thank you so much for being a source of deep resonance for us both. And
would you do a quick poem?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Three words, okay, here you go. 3 words. Mexico.
Mexico.
Alignment.
Yeah, is that Mexico?
Yeah.
Mexico alignment, okay.
And love.
Mexico alignment and love. Mexico alignment and love. You have lain a thread, sending love from point to point across the planet, a map of love and alignment. And here you'll find that Berlin is just one end of that line, and that alignment will send you to Mexico, piecing the parts of the world that you will place your memories upon. into one beautiful channel, laying the chunks of strings that will tie together the force that you are becoming. So please align your love towards Mexico. And we will align our memories here in this theatre to the next chapter, to wherever you will now go. Woo!
Stevie Schatz. You're just in my room and I snuck out to do this. So I better do it quick, it's raining. But I wanted to send you a message, of course. So 11 years in Berlin come to an end. Berlin has been your stage, your home, your backdrop to many beautiful moments. And you have so many friends here in Berlin. And I know you have given them comfort and connection and memories they will share forever. So that is not going away. And one of the many things I admire about you is your sweet heart of gold and the way you make people feel seen and the way you care and the way you listen to them and how you show up for the people you love. And somehow last year in April I got lucky enough to find you. And here we are now, on our last meters, getting married next week. So happy, and I still can't believe this is really happening. And then we will be on our way to Mexico and start some new chapters and some new adventures. And even though it means saying goodbye to all of our friends in Berlin, I'm sure we will not lose touch and be in contact forever with them. And I just wanted to thank you for letting me be part of your journey, and I'm endlessly proud of you, and I am endlessly grateful that you are in my life, and I'm looking forward to our life together. I love you.
And I'm kind of proud that I'm approaching an end, because it would be so easy just to wallow in the attachments that I've created. Of course, a big part of me, already feels the nostalgia of letting that go. But I actually know that without letting it go, I can never truly realize what it is I've experienced. Yeah, I was talking with a friend recently, and she was asking me what it was like finishing up. And I was saying, yeah, it's like the whole act of closing off and walking away, right, brings an energy to the things that you're walking away from that you would not have if you stayed. And that actually is incredibly powerful.